Because there's that porn star that needed a lot of
Yeah,
money. Have you heard about that?
Eva Elfie?
Eva Elfie,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know her.
I have to look her up so that
Oh,
I'll know
oh, you
her.
had to look her up.
Yeah.
Eh? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've seen clips of her.
Me, I just saw pictures.
And so, what are we gonna name this shit? Jokes that I've been trying to write. That's what I was trying to.
Oh,
But I
to say?
forgot. I haven't like written. Like I have this list of premises. Then that's how I'm gonna be like. That's how I'm gonna be building the jokes. Like from there, like the topic of the joke. Like say, I have this coworker who says like, I slept like a baby last night. I almost told him like what he slept with shit on your ass, stuff like that.
Or pee on your bed?
And then when we were like during Saturday, we went to the Leaf. Like
Oh, Assiniboine.
at Assiniboine, me, my in-laws, Jubel and Jackson. So Jackson was on the stroller. We were like passing through a door, and then we were passing it the same time as an older lady who's on a wheelchair. I told I was telling Jackson, look, baby, you're like that old person. You're getting pushed around. Then you both have diapers. So, and like just like stuff like that.
I haven't been to the Leaf yet.
It's pretty
This
nice.
time,
It's
like
pretty
even
nice.
at winter. Well, is this winter? Like, almost all the snow have melted already?
Yeah, I don't get the appeal of going there when it's summertime, especially if there's a garden. Like there's the Leaf and
Oh, the
garden
Leo
at the
Mall.
Leaf, and then no, there's another one besides because Leo Mall's like been
Oh, the skull.
there
Yeah,
for the
for a
longest time,
while.
right? And then there's a garden right outside of the Leaf.
Okay,
When they
inside there's a garden too.
inside the Leaf too, there's another garden.
Are they the same plants or like the other ones like
Different plants.
vegetables?
No, not is it
Because I
vegetables?
thought there's like
Yeah.
a vegetable garden
And
there.
then the garden right outside the Leaf is mostly flowers. So it's still different. And when we first went there to that outdoor garden, they were still constructing the Leaf.
Okay.
I don't know how long the garden at the Leaf has been open, but that indoor garden is like really separate from the one outdoor. I can show you pictures later.
Mm,
But yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people told me that it's really nice there. I should check it out.
You know
Maybe
what's
next year.
you know what's funny though? Like going there, like if you see like the white people go in there, they're really like reading everything, the descriptions of the plants, stuff like that.
Oh,
I
okay.
even see a father and a kid, like they were. It was like the father was really trying to teach his kid about the plants, and then when Filipinos are in there, it's just
Like
pictures.
taking
Yeah.
pictures so that they can post it in social media.
Yeah.
Well, remember when we went to Spirit Sands?
Mhm.
Because there's a lot of like notes there too, right?
Yeah.
Like, do
Yeah.
you? I I think I'm a fan of those. I think I read most of them too. Even if I go
Yeah.
to like what park is that in outside the city? The It's a provincial park. But anyways, yeah, because
Is
there's
it the
some.
dam?
No,
Not
no,
okay.
the one.
But yeah, in
Yeah.
Pinawa Dam, there's like
Oh
descriptions
yeah,
of
yeah. There's
right.
scripts too.
Yeah, but I only read those if it has like historic.
Oh,
If it's
significance. But if
yeah,
it's like flowers or
yeah,
animals,
I don't
no.
really know if it's like if it's going. I'm not. I'm not enticed with like the science of stuff.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
enticed with the
History.
history. Yeah, with the story. If it's attached with something
Yeah.
or like a story. Yeah.
Do you always like history?
Yeah.
Even when we were kids,
Yeah.
like in school.
I remember in college I have this like big gaps in my schedule, and then instead of like hanging out at SM Manila, I'll be hanging out at the library, but I won't be
No
studying.
shit.
I'd be sleeping or like reading Ripley's Believe It or Not books or world history.
Okay, like, are you fascinated with world history or mythologies? Like,
Both,
yeah, which one do
both.
you prefer?
I'm fascinated with stories.
Oh, okay.
With
Like real
stories.
life stories.
Not even,
Oh,
but just good stories. Like there's like uh they call it like the trope of a story. I don't know if it's a trope or something, but they call it the hero's journey, where there's a main point, a main focal point, and then there's a struggle for that hero. There's a struggle for him. He overcomes it. The end. That's how I like it. Even with sports, I attach it with stories. That's why
oh, okay.
I that's how I follow sports or even competitions.
You prefer the stories
Yes, the
behind the,
stories.
not
Yes.
the actual games.
I still do, but if I'm gonna look for who I'm gonna root for, I root for the person with the best story. That's how
Oh,
I do
okay.
it. Like say Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
He's my guy. Before Russell Westbrook, um Kevin Durant was my guy. Well, still it's still gonna be Kobe like at the top. But KD, I watched his I was able to catch his pre-draft highlights. They were showing his highlights in University of Texas before he got drafted, and then I love this game. Then I was following Seattle Supersonics that turned into OKC Thunder.
Yeah.
Their story with their young big three, and
Like
then when
Harden,
Harden, Westbrook,
KD,
and
and
KD, then
Westbrook.
they lost to Miami, right? So I was following them, and then he left for Golden State, left Westbrook. I was rooting for Westbrook the whole time since then because he's like on a revenge tour. Like his
Yeah,
story,
because of
everybody's
that.
doubting him. I wouldn't be arguing that he's the best player. I wouldn't be arguing that, but I will always root for him. So yeah, it's stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Even with Dora, like when I
A
follow
team,
a
like
team,
okay.
I follow a certain personality, or if the team has a story, like stuff like that. Yeah, that's how I try to. That's why I'm enticed with stories.
Did you watch the international?
This year, no,
Okay.
cause yeah,
The low price pool money, is that why?
not even that. It's just that I haven't like, cause before my baby came, I can like still play Dora,
You
but
can?
I can.
Okay.
But baby came and
No
yeah,
time.
no time for that. Yes.
Because there's that porn star that needed a lot of money.
Yeah,
Have you heard about that?
Eva Elfie?
Eva Elfie,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know her.
I have to look her up so that
Oh.
I'll know
Oh, you
her.
had to look her up.
Yeah.
Eh? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've seen clips of her.
Me, I just saw pictures.
Anyways, yeah, like OG. When OG won,
Like back to back, right? Oh wait, no.
I like
Did you
their
even, are they the
back to
one?
back. They
Yeah.
were the first one to do back to back.
Okay.
And I like their story because pretty much the same as Russell Westbrook. Like No Tail got left behind by his supposedly best friend.
Oh,
And then
okay.
everybody was doubting them. Because they got in, they weren't a shoe in for the slots for the international. And then it's just like, it was magic. And then if
Like
we're
they're
gonna
the
be
dark
talking about
horse.
their game, they weren't even the dark horse.
Really?
Nobody like was regarding them because they got in the open qualifiers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like everybody was counting them out, but they kept on winning. They kept on winning. Like, and it's not dominating wins. They just
Tight.
found ways to
Yeah,
win.
tight games.
Yeah, and then the second one that they won, every time they showed something new. Remember, I don't know if you weren't there anymore. When you were there, it was still Dota 1, right?
Yeah.
But Dota 2, I think you
But I
left.
played Dota too.
Not with us like almost every week. You were
No.
here already, I think. And then like every week, like after gym, we're gonna go play Dota. That second OG championship run felt like when you and your boys are clicking and winning. That's how it felt.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like when everything, like when you see their strategy, they don't seem to have anything going on. And then it's gonna work. And just like how you when you like try to do something different with the homies, and then it's gonna work, and then it's gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. So
Yeah, because they have like cameras inside the booth, right? So they can
yeah.
you can see the
But
reaction.
even before you saw their reactions, just seeing them play, just like seeing everything click, it's like, oh, I've experienced this, like having fun with my buddies, like stuff like that. But
They're good.
anyways, yeah, stories like you like if you see those descriptions in parks or say like the garden, like do you really absorb what they're trying to say? Because you said
No.
you're fond of them.
Yeah, I read them, but I don't think I will remember them. Well, maybe I
Yeah,
don't know, but I just read them.
it's funny like how memory works. Like say they say the memory works like a sponge where you absorb a
Yeah,
lot,
absorb.
right? But then
But once it's full,
yeah, but once it's full, like you, unlike a hard disk storage where you can delete,
yeah, just
where you
delete.
can reformat,
You don't have
right?
any options like which one you want to delete.
Yeah, when you're trying to study and then fuck, I can't absorb this shit, right? I can't absorb it, and then some you'll remember something. I think one of our buddies told me this. He's trying to absorb something, and then he can't absorb it, and then he's just gonna say, "Fuck!" But I can still remember how to play this song in O2 Jam.
Yeah, I think I remember who that is.
Gino,
Was that G? Oh,
Gino,
okay, Gina.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
right.
Gino.
And then like, what the fuck? What's my use for this now?
Yeah,
Like
and
it's
that's long, long ago, right?
yeah,
Oh, to jam. Are we elementary or high
high
school?
school,
Is it
high
high school
school
already?
probably. Yeah,
Because
like
I remember Pangya. I think that's
that's golf.
elementary,
That's a
right? The
golf, right?
golf, yeah. Or high
No,
school
high
too.
school, high school. Cause like online games exploded by the
Okay.
end of grade 6 at least. If you're remembering it at elementary, pretty much exploded by the end of grade 6 or end of first year high school.
Yeah, probably. Because I remember elementary days, that's Counter Strike. Like LAN games, right?
Yes, no
Counter Strike. Or
internet, right?
Quake.
Yeah.
Quake.
Yes,
Yeah,
Quake.
yeah, you
Yep.
play that, right?
A bit, but not with you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, so,
Any plans for the long weekend?
no.
Or is it a long weekend for you?
Yeah, but for the longest time that I've been here, uh, I only started like experiencing long weekends actually when I got into my new job now. When I was working at the grocery warehouse, we used to do because the warehouse operates 24/7, so we only get in lieu. So like say it's a holiday on Monday, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna be working through the holiday, and then we're gonna get an 8 hour day off. Like we're gonna get 8 hours, and then we can choose which
Oh,
time we're
but
gonna be
yeah. So
using
when
it.
it's like a banked overtime or something, like banked hours.
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, yeah. I
Like, what's
guess
your schedule before in the
mm,
warehouse?
I used to work 6 to 2 or 7 to 3, and I also
6
did
p.m.
6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Oh, okay.
and
Oh, I thought you were evenings. No,
and I
nights.
did evening. I did evenings too.
Oh, okay. But at first you worked
Six to
like day shift. That's
six
day
to
shift, right?
two. Yeah,
'Cause-
6 to 2. Oh no, actually 6 to 3. But yeah, regardless, it was 6 to 2 or 7 to 3, and then evenings I did um 10 10 to 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And is that Monday to Friday?
No, no.
So you work every
Yes.
weekends?
That's why I never had long
Oh, no,
weekends before.
never.
And then if I had the chance to like do a long weekend, like for the longest time I've worked there, even if I did not have weekends off, I'm still having 2 days off together at least, like next to each other. And then like say I was off Monday and Tuesday, right? And then if I get the in lieu of the holiday, I can put it on a Sunday or a Wednesday.
Oh, so that you have 3 days off.
Yeah, but I did not do that. I just asked to get paid instead.
Oh, just cash it out.
Yeah. Like that was my latter years there. And then moved to this new job of mine, which
You started
last year,
last year, right? Yeah.
November 7. That was
Oh,
my first year.
well, today's November 7th.
It's the 8th now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if we should mention the dates, but anyways.
It's all good. We're gonna be talking about Remembrance Day anyways.
So yeah, we're Remembrance Day is coming, and
So
it
what really is Remembrance Day?
well, it used to be a different name. I think anyways, army tees. I don't know. Army ties. Day. Yeah,
Armistice?
armistice. Yeah, yeah, something like that.
I
But
think
they changed that name.
is it um there is also a Remembrance Day in the States.
Memorial Day,
Memorial Day.
and it's the same day too, November 11th.
Because they are commemorating everybody who sacrificed their lives.
During the war. Yeah, World War
Which
One.
World War?
World
World
War
War
One.
One. Okay. How about? But I guess by extension, World War
Yeah,
Two
they don't.
also.
So they
Okay.
yeah, I think that was in the 1990s when they started celebrating that. So yeah, it's to commemorate the veterans
Ah.
and their family that they left behind.
Okay.
So and then like armistice. So how I don't know how you say it, but so they changed that to
Mm.
Remembrance Day.
Okay.
I think in the 1940s, but I don't want to get to dates.
Okay. So I guess it encompasses like everybody who made the
The
sacrifice, not just
sacrifices.
the soldiers, not just
Yeah,
um the army men. I guess it
the
also.
family. Yeah, everyone,
Okay.
the
Gotcha.
family.
Okay.
Because even though like even if they pass away during the war or they
Mm-hmm.
survive the war, it's for everyone, for
Okay.
all the veterans, the war
Gotcha.
heroes. Even RCMPs, they like we celebrate Remembrance Day to remember what they did for the country.
Mm-hmm.
So not
Okay.
just the veterans too. So it's a big it's a big holiday, but
Okay.
it's not it's not really a statutory holiday
Apparently,
in
yeah,
Manitoba. So there's
there's
four
only how many provinces that doesn't consider it a
a
statutory
statutory
holiday?
four. So we have Ontario, Manitoba, I think Ottawa,
Wait,
Quebec. So
isn't
Quebec.
Ottawa like a city
No, so sorry,
in?
Quebec. So
Okay.
Quebec. Can't remember the other
And
one. But even the Northern Territories, they celebrate as a stat holiday.
okay, but what's the reason behind it? Like, why do they not? Like, why
It's
do these
I
provinces?
know, yeah, like cuz what they did is it's a provincial holiday for these other provinces. But here in Manitoba, I'm just going to speak on behalf of Manitoba cuz I
Okay,
know
yeah.
more about Manitoba than other provinces. It's because they didn't do it as a provincial holiday
Mm-hmm.
because they want, for example, like if it falls on a weekdays
Okay.
and they want the children in school to actually have this day to be
Ah,
at
okay.
school and watch the memorial.
Okay.
And then and also a part of it is if it becomes a stat holiday, there's a chance that it might not be celebrated as much because
Yes,
they're gonna be planning
it's gonna be treated as a
a
holiday and
holiday,
not
not
as it's
remembering.
not
Yeah,
as solemn.
that's right.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, makes sense, I guess.
but
Yeah.
yeah, that's there's so many theories behind why in Manitoba they didn't do it as a stat holiday. So
Is
I'm not
this
sure.
like is this or are we heading into
Oh
conspiracy?
no no no! Like
Okay,
it's this
okay.
is just what I know.
No,
What
but
like from the news.
but the press release is like what's really known is they didn't assign it as a statutory holiday just so to make sure everybody gets in the ceremony.
Yeah.
Okay,
They wanna
okay.
because there's
Okay.
a memorial every November 11, right? It's
Yeah.
actually November 11 on the 11th hour. That's when they first
Ah,
celebrate. Well, that's
okay.
the first time they I don't want to say celebrate, like um
Commemorate.
commemorate it.
Okay.
And then at 11 o'clock in the morning, you have to
Mm-hmm.
do uh is it 3 second pause, like just to stop whatever
Like a
you're
moment of
doing, a
silence.
moment of
Okay.
silence.
Okay.
But yeah, like I work in the hospital, so we have to work. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if it's
Okay.
if you're working November 11th, you still have to work, which is
Okay.
which is good too, because like you get to experience with a big crowd. So I think that's what they're talking about is like if you're at work, you get to experience it with your coworkers. And like in the hospital, I have a lot of experience with older adults that either they serve in the war or they have war stories from
Which
their
war?
grandparents. Mostly
World
World
War
War
Two.
like two. Yeah, there's a lot of two,
Yeah.
but there's a few that know one because stories of their grandfather
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
their great great grandfather.
Especially with how accepting of immigrants the our country is too. It's probably going to be um like people with stories from the parts of Europe that was really involved like on the ground
Yeah,
with the war. Yeah.
especially us because we're Filipinos. We are part of the alliance, right? So
Uh,
I don't know
it's
what's
hard
gonna
to
be.
say, but we got in it because remember when Japan occupied us? We
Yeah,
were pretty much a bargaining chip. That's why. So the US had a base in the
in the
Philippines,
Philippines.
and Japan pretty much took over the Philippines because of strategic reasons, just so they can hamper down United States power in that region for a bit. But we're not really. I think. Oh wait, I think we're a bit connected to it because of when they accepted refugees from Eastern Europe. I'm not sure if it's from Poland or, but I think I read somewhere that there was a temporary refugee status for Jewish people who had to flee from wherever they are, and
Yeah.
then they were able to, like, I don't know how they got to the Philippines, but they got to the Philippines.
Oh,
Yeah, like for the longest time that I've been here, I've only known like to be able to like commemorate Remembrance Day is like the simplest way you can do it is to like wear the poppy. Why is it? Why do they use the poppy as a symbol?
I think I've read something about I can't remember the name of the place, but it started the red poppy started to blossom in the in this war area, in this war zone area,
Okay.
which is because of all the human decays, all the
Mm,
gunpowder,
okay.
and all the soil, the land has been
Mm-hmm.
excavated because
Okay.
of the war.
Was
I don't remember the exact place. Maybe I should have researched it before.
yeah.
But so there's a lady, I think she's a lady that started to make this for the families of for the families and the war veterans that
Okay.
survived,
Yeah.
just to make a fund. And
Mm,
then
okay.
it started off small, and then everyone just adapted to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when they formed the Royal Canada Legion. So that's a non-profit organization that helps the war veterans, their families,
Okay.
to
Okay.
for education and just and for sports too. So it's been on for a while, and until now, it's still so all the proceeds go to the Royal Canada Legion. like the $2, right? So if you
Okay.
so one puppy is actually $2.
So I guess the Royal Canadian Legion is pretty much the same as the VA in the
Yeah.
States. Okay.
Yeah, and also
Yes.
just an FYI that if you want to get the puppies, like it's all over, like wherever you go, it's gonna be there, and you don't actually have to
Yeah.
pay because it's a donation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if you, let's say, you don't have money, just grab it, and like they're not gonna tell you anything. And then once you see it on another place, let's say a liquor mart, and just put the two money there, even without you grabbing a puppy, like you can get as much as you want too. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so don't feel bad if you don't have money. Like I'm just, yeah, for the viewers out there.
Okay.
If you
Gotcha.
well, don't feel bad if you don't have the money. Still grab it, and it makes a difference for the veterans to see someone, especially us immigrants that we're trying to fit in.
Was telling you earlier, like I love stories, right? So the romanticism of representing your country. I love the concept of that. Like you're not just for yourself, for your whole country. Like you're part of something grand.
Yeah, something bigger, right?
Yes. When you volunteer, I'm not gonna volunteer. I'm a pussy. But like those people who are brave enough, like I commend you.
But yeah, if you're wondering how to put this on, so there's a pin here. Just
Yeah, there's a
give it a
certain
note.
way
Yeah,
how
there's
to
it's just like
wear it.
above your. So always put it on your
Left
left
lapel.
chest, and
Yeah.
then above the heart. So that's what they're saying. So on your upper left chest. That's the only thing. And what they say is, I don't know why, but after November 11, or after the memorial, you should remove it because it should always go to
Mm,
the grave. So just throw it
okay.
out.
Okay.
And it's funny too because this past few years, like ever since I came here, there's like once in a while there's news that a politician or a member of the parliament, sometimes if they get caught in public and they're not wearing the puppy,
Mm-hmm.
they get flack for it. They like
Oh.
it's gonna be big.
Oh yeah. As they should, I guess. So yeah. So I guess it really helps that Manitoba use doesn't designate Remembrance Day as a statutory
That's true.
holiday.
Yeah.
Like for those reasons.
When I was just new here, like my first few years, I don't. I feel. I feel shy. I don't know. Like I feel
You
shy to.
embarrassed?
I'm embarrassed to take the puppy, and because it feels like I don't know anything, right?
Yes.
Like I don't know.
It's like
I'm I I'm
you're
just, yeah. It's like a band. I don't know. I'm
yes, I
just doing
guess,
this
yeah.
just to copy other people. Meanwhile, I
Yeah.
don't know anything about it. Maybe that's why.
I'm the same way. I've been thinking about like uh these people might be well, these people meaning Canadians, right? I'm thinking just wearing this to appease them. But like thinking about the bigger picture, they would appreciate it more.
I have a story. This is a hospital stories when I was working as a nurse,
Mhm.
because we do take care of a lot of older adults, right? And there's one that he's a veteran,
Yeah.
and then I think we're close to Remembrance Day. It's not Remembrance Day, but a few days before Remembrance Day, and
Mhm.
I don't have my puppy because I'm working, right? It's just
Mhm.
gonna fall off. Because that's the problem with these puppies, is because they always fall off all
Ah,
the
okay.
time. I'm pretty sure if you walk around somewhere, you're gonna find something on the floor,
Mhm. Yeah.
and it's
Especially with just
yeah,
a
with just a
pin.
pin.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always talks of improving the design of these puppies, but it'll cost money too, right?
Yeah.
Because the purpose of this is to fundraise.
Yeah.
So, anyways, like there's this one patient of mine that's asking me, "Oh, like how come you're not wearing your puppy?" And then he started to have this conversation. At first, I don't like how he said it.
Mhm.
It sounded like he's pushing me to
Yeah.
follow the tradition. But
Mhm.
I told him like I'm working and I have it like some other day, and it keeps on falling off, right?
Mm.
I'm on my feet all the time.
Yeah.
And then we started chatting, and I asked him, like, I know it's Remembrance Day, and I don't know much about Remembrance Day.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked him, like, what, as a veteran, what's the best thing someone can do to commemorate the veterans, or to experience this
Contribute.
event, to
Yeah.
contribute. And what he told me is like, you know what? I would love, me personally, I would love if someone stopped by and talked to me and ask how the war happened, and just
Mm-hmm.
let me share my story.
Mm-hmm.
That's my, like, that would make me very happy.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's a personal, on a personal level, that's what he thinks is the best way to commemorate, but it makes sense because
Probably.
they're old.
Yeah.
Like he's 90, I think he's 98 years old. Good for him that he's still, his mind is
Like
still
his
is
faculties is
intact.
still there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I had patients that are like 70s, 80s, and they
Yeah.
have dementia. But yeah, that's what he told me. Like I kind of sympathize with them because no one. It's rare for their families to visit too.
Yeah.
So yeah, by when he said that, like, oh wow, probably yeah. I'm pretty sure even if you talk to like an older adult,
Yeah.
even though it's not Remembrance Day, just talk to them, stop by and talk to them,
They
say
like it.
hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, even in grocery stores, just just chat with them. Well, me
Yeah.
me personally, I like to talk to people,
Yeah.
so maybe that's why. But yeah, like that's, I guess if you happen to find someone, like especially maybe next year, even though they don't look like a veteran, or just chat with them, just talk to them, stop by, say hi. Especially those ones, the veterans that are handing out the puppies, say hi. Yeah, ask how they are,
Yeah.
and maybe yeah, ask for stories, and they would love that for sure. Yeah, since we're talking about long weekends, like lucky you that your employer is actually
Yeah.
doing a long weekend, because not
Yeah.
everyone's gonna be paying their employee to take a day off,
Yep.
because it's not,
But
yeah, it's not a stat holiday.
yes. And yeah, I'm just extra rest.
Yeah, do you have any plans?
No. I plan to rest.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. Edit this shit. Pretty much. Hopefully. So yeah, we still have a backlog. We're recording this and we haven't uploaded the first one, the second one, the third one. Still working on the fourth one while we're
We're
recording
recording
this.
the fifth one.
So I guess that should be like ample time to
Yeah, I'm
to
pretty.
like
I have
edit
a
this shit.
feeling next week or 2 weeks from now, for sure, we're gonna be uploading the first one, 100%.
But there'll be like if this gets uploaded at the same time as the first one, it doesn't matter the timeline you're promising. So,
So we'll see. But no,
anyways,
I'm pretty
yeah,
positive. I'm pretty positive because I have I just need some time because like I'm
man, super busy.
trying to prepare everything for my vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since we're talking about long weekends or holidays, like your experience with long weeks, I can remember that the last few holidays ago, you had your gender reveal, right, in a cottage, like during summertime. That's a long
No, that
weekend,
was at
right?
home.
No, no, like I remember that you asked permission that you're gonna take a long weekend.
No, we
That's a
did
long weekend.
we did a cabin trip, but
Oh, that's not a long weekend.
was it a long
Yeah, I think it's
weekend?
a holiday.
No, it wasn't.
No?
Cause
Okay.
it was much more expensive if you book a holiday.
Oh, because it's full
Yeah,
booked already.
not that we could have booked it, but it's cheaper if you. We went on the weekend before the holiday.
Oh,
Before
okay.
Canada Day,
Before.
that was
Was it
Canada
Canada
Day.
Day?
Yes, we booked the one before the weekend before it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you? Do you find that if there's a long weekend or a holiday that's gonna be coming by, like even 2 weeks before that long weekend, like your coworkers gonna be constantly asking you, "Oh, any plans for the long weekend? Any
Yeah.
plans for the long
Well,
weekend?"
that's the thing with the people here anyways. They're so big on small talk.
Yeah.
And regardless, even if it's not a long weekend, they'll be like chatting up about what it's gonna be for your weekend.
That's
And
true. Yeah.
yeah, and then
Any plans for the weekend?
I just always say the same thing. Yeah, probably resting. Yeah, stuff like that. Cause I don't wanna like I got
Yeah, yeah. You
nothing.
don't want to extend the
But then I
conversation.
just no, I extend the conversation,
Okay.
but I reverse it. How about you? Cause
Yeah.
like anything that happens during my weekend, it's always kind of impromptu. It's just especially with my wife, we just go
Yeah.
out pretty much, and especially now with the baby, like that's another step to planning too. Like yesterday, we were about to go out, but it was snowing.
Oh,
Like I would have
you went to the Leaf yesterday, right?
no,
Was
that
it
was
yesterday?
weekend.
Oh, the weekends.
That was the
Okay.
weekend, and it was my mother-in-law's birthday, so we ate out. After that, we went to the Leaf, and then the next Sunday we ate out again with my parents. So that was pretty much my weekend. It ate my whole weekend off. But the more time I spend with my kid, that's all good. Especially now, he like how big he is right now. He won't be how small he is right now. It won't be the same tomorrow. It's like every minute he's growing.
Is there any way for you to measure something, like his feet, his you get
No,
because there's some parents that does that, right?
yeah,
They
we
keep on
haven't done that.
monitoring any change.
Yeah, we haven't done that actually, but just like trying to feel his weight. Like it's getting heavier and heavier. So yeah, and yeah, just time just moves forward, and the way he is today, he's not like that tomorrow, and then the next day is gonna be different again. So yeah, just pretty much however how much time I can spend with him. I know it's kind of hypocritical to hear that from me coming right now recording this while I'm having time
But
away
this
from
is
my
for
kid.
his
That's
future,
what I was thinking. That's what
right?
I told my wife. Like, if I keep on hustling on this one, and yeah, if we just keep pushing, I'd have more time with my
With Jack,
kid.
yeah,
So, and yeah, like for me, like other people would say, how is this a business? Like for me business is usually just like supply and demand.
okay,
So what the supply is entertainment or like uh not even entertainment but just to pass the time,
yeah, time-consuming
and that's what
activities,
we're supplying.
yeah,
So
which is entertainment too,
and then the
right?
asset and then the asset is the intellectual property,
That's right.
like what we're talking about. And
There's anything that they
yeah,
can gain from our podcast, hopefully.
yeah, so I don't know. I'm not really entrepreneurial. Like any undertaking that I'm not really into, it's just gonna feel like another job to me. You
Okay,
know what I mean? Like
yeah,
this, I wanna do this. It might be a job, but
but you're having fun.
I'm having I'm having fun doing it. I'm loving what we're doing. So it's not a job to me. Like people have been telling me before, oh, move to another workplace. It pays more. Like I always do like cost benefit analysis to it.
Yeah.
Like yeah, it pays more, but your stress is gonna be like up to this level too. Like it's not worth it. I don't know. It might be an excuse, but that's how I try to look at things. Like I'm not gonna be pushing what I think to other people,
Yeah.
but don't like try to
To
push what
push
you're
your
thinking
yeah.
on me. Cause you know what I hate about that concept, like getting pushed of what other people are thinking. Don't you think I've thought of that already?
Yeah.
That's what I hate about it. Like Sure, uh, you're not bringing anything new to the table. I've thought about it already. So, okay.
Yeah, I think it's like me personally, I like giving advice. I think for other people that's what they're just trying to do, give you advice even though you don't
Yeah.
need it, you don't want it.
That's the thing with us, like Filipinos. We love giving unsolicited advice.
Yeah.
Even I am a culprit of that. But the like growing older, the way I've tried to like structure my advice, I do it this way. Like say say somebody asks for advice, or even if they don't, I'll say, if you do this, this will happen. And if this is what you try to do, this is what's gonna happen. I'm giving them the scenarios,
Yeah.
and then I give them an extra scenario where something that they might not have thought of. I don't try to push them in one way or another, so it doesn't feel as invasive.
Oh,
That's how
okay. Yeah,
I've
that's
done
right.
stuff. So this is what's gonna happen, and this is what's gonna happen if you take step A,
Yeah.
and if you take step B. Because what usually happens with the advice is there's opinion to it. Like this is what's good for you. This is what worked for you,
Yeah.
but this might not work for
For
somebody.
this other
Yeah,
person.
and then somebody will tell somebody, just keep doing this, and then this will happen. Okay, but what if the person doesn't wanna do it, and then they're just gonna say, just keep doing it. I
Yeah, yeah,
don't want to do it, right? So yeah.
like that's what I'm trying to change to myself now. It's because I think sometimes I give too much advice. Like
Mm-hmm.
what I'm trying to do now is not give advice, just wait for them to consult to me,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Ask me what they think. But I'm not gonna be giving them advice. I'm just gonna tell them what I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
So, but it's hard. I've been trying to work on that for a while now.
It's innate in everybody who feels like they're good at something. There's an innate there's an innate desire
To help. Is it to help?
altruistically to help, but at the same time it's kind of showing off what you're good at,
I think that's a good way to put it.
right?
Yeah.
I'd say there's people who are innately um trying to help. But if I see them in social media and then they're saying, I just want to help, then don't try to like make money off of it.
Yeah. To monetize.
Yeah.
Who's
So
that?
yeah.
Like Tulfo? Yeah, 'cause
Well,
he's helping, but he makes a ton more money than what he's giving. But I don't know how he started though.
I guess
I'm just saying that.
yeah, he just started as a radio show.
Oh, okay. But does he help like give money and
No,
oh, but
his
now he gives money, right? Not
not
really.
really. I think
Just
he's
give them avenues like support them.
pretty much he's just the connect.
Oh,
That's what he
okay.
does. You know what I hate about his platform though? It's like everybody instead of going through the proper channels. Well, I guess I'd understand because like the justice system and stuff like that. Instead of like going through the proper channels of the justice system, they'd instead go to him straight
Yeah.
to his show.
Use social media to
Yeah,
what to get I don't know, like this
to
is my
get
opinion to
clout
get
or
clout
something.
or get like help from other or sympathize or sympathy from other people.
Yeah, they're trying to win the court of public opinion.
Yeah.
That's where they're trying to win.
But you know what? In the Philippines, I'm hopefully I'm saying this right, but in the Philippines, I think it's hard if you go directly to the justice system because there's so many ways around it, especially if you're gonna be fighting someone big,
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the main reason why
right?
they go straight because they feel like they have somebody big backing them. But it just turned to this phenomenon of if there's a dispute, they're just gonna say, "Oh, we're gonna do this to you. Like go to this guy's show." That's what they're gonna do. And it just helps spread out stupidity for me.
It's the entertainment though, right? It's entertainment, but yeah, you're right.
No,
It's very stupid sometimes, like
if you
the
watch like
cases.
because I remember my first job in the Philippines, right? I'm gonna be traveling like 2 to 4 hours depending on which province I'm going. That's what my driver's gonna be listening to.
Okay.
It's not always entertaining. Just
It's
the clips
annoying.
that you've seen, the show runs for a while.
Oh,
And
okay.
the clips that you see, that's
Like the highlights.
that's the highlights already. But there's a lot of um like it's boring.
Oh, okay. I didn't know because
It is boring.
I just watched the clips, like especially
Yes.
from Facebook
That's
or
the most controversial one.
yeah,
The ones that you see, the ones
like the
that
one that's
pop up in your
trending.
feed, yeah. But if you like listen to the whole show, yeah, I guess he really is. He gets to help a lot of people by connecting them to the proper people. That's what it really is. Okay, somebody's gonna call. Oh, I need help with this. Can you help me with this? Okay, I'll connect you to whoever is gonna be able to help you. I think they kind of shouldered their legal fees. That one I'm not sure, but if they do, they'll well, all props to him.
He's
But
not a
I
lawyer, right?
no,
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think so. They're journalists,
Okay.
like their whole family.
Yeah.
They are journalists. So yeah, and now they're politicians too. So I don't know, just the influence that they have on like the masses. It's
Big. Is he
it's
still the highest
overwhelming.
paying
I'm not sure. I don't even know if he's getting
I think he's in the
paid
top 10.
top 10
Yeah,
of.
top 10 most earned I think that was last year. He's in the top 10 of most earned
Oh,
from his
okay.
show.
Okay. I guess it's kind of different too because I'm guessing they're not like really keen on like patrolling content from the Philippines. Because there's like pedophiles who's still on YouTube. So so I guess like but from what you can see from his content, he could be demonetized if he was here. So
Yeah, he's making
yeah.
a ton of money.
Yeah. Well, anyways. Yeah, for like most stuff, I just sound like a hater. Admittedly, I am though.
Well, you've listened to a lot of his content though.
Not just him.
Oh, a
Just
lot
a
of
bunch of popular stuff. I just hate, and I admit it.
like are they mostly Filipinos or
Yeah,
no, in general?
it's wide ranging.
Yeah, because you do watch a lot of
Yeah.
personalities, right?
Yeah, pretty
Unlike me,
much.
I don't.
I'm closer to like a bunch of pop culture stuff
Yeah,
than you are, cause you got a lot of stuff going on.
I'm listening more and watching more about financial
Mm.
health and personal growth. I think
Oh,
that's the
okay.
most. I don't a little bit of no, not even entertainment.
I guess that's your entertainment.
Yeah, that's my entertainment.
Yeah. Because for me, like, if I want to take care of my personal health, I want to entertain myself just to keep my headspace
Okay.
all unclouded. Because when I go to battle the next day, I want my all my worries out, so I de-stress.
So fresh. Because I remember your Sunday. Your Sunday, you want your Sunday to be just for
Yes.
yourself.
Yeah. Like like before head into the week, I want to be able to have spent time with my wife. That was before my kid. Now both of them. I wanted to have to I wanted to have cooked for them. Wanted to have done my chores, even though I don't like I'm not able to get some rest. I wanna be able to be heading into a Monday where there's nothing to worry about except what's right in front of me. That's how I tried to look at it. And then, like, the 15 minutes, they say scrolling is bad. Like if you fell into shorts, I don't care.
Yeah,
Like, as
it's
long as I clear my headspace.
me too.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I feel that I wasted some time when I watch like just useless stuff. But
Yes.
once in a while, like even if I spend like 15 minutes and then there's one reel or
Yeah.
clip that I find something interesting, I don't
Yeah.
find that it's a waste. But or just sometimes like even just scrolling, it yeah, like you said, it keeps my mind off my other stuff. I
Yes.
just kind of feel bad like after a while, like if I do like
Yeah, if
30
you,
to 10 minutes, like, oh, I should
you
have done.
you feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah, I could
Like
have
what?
done this. I could have
Yeah.
finished it. But it's all good
Especially
though.
with like with entertainment. Like if you get entertained, I got into the crossroads of this too before where I feel like it's a waste of time. But then like from this podcast that I was listening to, they said if you think of it that way, it is a waste of time. But if you think of it this way, like say you pass your time with something like watching something or listening to something or whatever, you get to build an opinion about something, and then you have a conversation piece about something. And then if you find somebody to converse it with, you try digging, and then they get to know more about you from the context of your opinion
Yeah, from this
about this
certain
certain
topic.
thing, certain topic. So if you think of it as a waste of time that way, yes, it is a waste of time. But have you thought of anything else to do anyways?
Because yeah, either way, you're
Right?
gonna be wasting your time
Yeah.
on your free time. Because it's your free
Yeah.
time, right? That's why it's called free. You get to do whatever you
Yeah.
want. And you're right. Like sometimes we're just too hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
That we mostly just complain and feel bad
You just
about stuff,
complain
right? Like, oh, like why did
and
I?
don't do
And
anything
then
about
like
it.
and then you have this thing in your head, oh, I just wasted 15 minutes, I shouldn't have done this. You just wasted another 1 minute or 2 minutes
Yes.
of your
Stressing
time,
out, like
stressing
pulling your
out,
hair out.
complaining. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, my wife's really good at trying to coach me, like, oh yeah, no, stop stressing about, just let it go.
stop spinning out.
Yeah, don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like about my wife. She tends, if I'm stressing about something, it's easy for me to say this.
Yeah.
But if it happened to me later, I'm gonna be doing the same thing. Oh, I just wasted like 15 minutes. And then or
Yeah.
if something happened, oh, like if a driver cuts me off, right? For example, when I'm driving, if someone cuts
Mm-hmm.
me off and just don't like how it happened, and if it's a certain someone
Okay.
that or a certain ethnicity that does it because they're doing it so often. I'm not saying they're bad
Okay.
drivers in general, but I think they are. So and then I am gonna be, oh, like this guy,
He
so blah
didn't
blah
say
blah.
it, he just thought it. So that's different.
Yeah, and then my wife's gonna tell me, ah, it's okay, it's just let it go.
I get that sometimes too. Like where when you're doing a left turn and then you're establishing,
Yeah,
right? And then like I know stereotypes. I'm not gonna say which is, but if I'm gonna believe stereotypes and then we're both turning left, even if I'm not turning left
yeah,
actually, if I'm just stopped on the red light and then I see somebody like trying to turn left, like waiting for their turn, and then I see this person of that stature,
yeah.
the one with the stereotype of bad driving. I'm like holding my breath. Is she gonna make it? Is she gonna make it? Like
I
I'm
know.
holding my breath for
Like
it.
even sometimes if I don't see who the drivers, if let's say I see a vehicle and they did something wrong, that's probably a,
Yeah, he just go into conclusions. Eh?
yeah. Even without seeing, or if I see someone parked this certain way, oh, this is probably
Yeah, but I hate it though when like white people do it. I know they're just joking. Like when I say like I write something, and then they're gonna say, "Oh, it must be the Filipino way." fuck you. We write the same. We write the same letters.
I know.
But they're just kidding around.
Yeah, there's
I know.
stereotypes.
There's
Like
no
there's stereotypes everywhere. Like all kinds of things. There's stereotypes. Like we should have an episode
yeah.
like stereotypes. I know that there's a lot of content like that already, but I think that's still fun to talk about, right?
Like
Yeah,
from
just to
what we've
chat about.
learned,
Well, just
in the when we were growing up in the Philippines.
in general, yeah.
Because
Even
when we were
here,
growing up in the Philippines, we were closer to Western pop culture.
that's right.
That's how I know you're kind of moving into a different stratosphere already. You're not in touch with it anymore because you got much more important stuff to do.
Yeah.
I remember when we were hanging out and then I was showing you the office.
Like, was this here?
Yeah.
Okay, what happened?
So we were
Remind me.
watching it. Couldn't get into it.
Oh, okay.
And then you and your wife said, uh how what why is your humor white? That's what you told me. But then I remembered, uh, I don't know. John would have been into this before. I don't know. He's probably just too busy right now. Like his brain cells aren't functioning at this
Yeah,
frequency
yeah, it's a
anymore.
different frequency now.
Probably. But
Mm.
yeah. So
It's funny though. Like I think I remember that. I think we were in my gazebo in my sunroom outside. Is that the one?
no, you were still at your old place.
Oh, is that still in the old? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, I didn't like it. Like, what's funny with that? That's what you told me.
Like you know what? Like an example of the difference from way back
Yeah.
is when I see someone driving a nice vehicle, a nice car, or they
Mm-hmm.
have a nice house. I'm gonna say, oh, in the Philippines. Oh, this guy's probably a drug pusher, or
Mm-hmm.
this is probably a politician.
Yeah.
I always say that before, but now when
You're a drug
I
pusher too.
No.
So you know.
But now when I see something like that, like, oh, I wonder what they do for a living.
I thought it
Yeah.
affirmed all your like preconceived
No,
notions.
no, I don't.
Push drugs?
No, no,
No.
don't do drugs. Just
On the record.
prescription. Yeah.
On the record, you don't push drugs?
No,
Off the
never.
record.
No, no,
No.
no. What are you talking about? A lot of people like
Yeah.
I've met some friends that are telling me that I should do it. Easy money. Like this is a long time ago. When I just got here.
You know what? You know what? Like I hate hearing easy money. It's not easy.
I think
It's
it's
high stakes.
yeah. It should. I think they should say it like it's fast money, not easy money,
Yeah.
because it's fast to get. It's quick money,
But you can
but
get
it's not
caught too.
easy.
It's not easy. Like trying to
Or
avoid.
maybe they're talking about like the amount of work, physical work that you put in. It's less physical work. Maybe that's what they meant with easy. But yeah, you're right. It's not easy money.
Yeah, physical work, but then
It's
you'll
quick.
be
It's
like trying to
like mentally, it's just
yeah.
gonna take a toll of you. Like you're paranoid every time. You just I don't know. Like, but yeah, I think they should use
Right?
a quick way to get money.
Get rich quick.
Yeah, get rich quick.
See?
So that's better than
I guess my hating senses is
is
putting to
acting up
use.
again.
Yeah. Yeah, every time like something really popular gets popping. I just hate it. I don't know. Before I thought it was cool to be like hipsterish. But then like when everybody was doing the same stuff that I was doing, like hating on something popular, I hated it.
You hate it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't like mainstreams, right?
Not I'd say so before, but then when everybody was starting to hate anything mainstream, I hated that
You
too.
hate
So I
it.
guess yeah. So when hating mainstream became mainstream, I hated
You
it.
hated it.
Yeah.
I think I like no, am I think I like mainstream.
No,
I like jumping the bandwagon.
there's a new term now, gatekeeping.
Can you elaborate?
When
Gatekeeping?
when you find something that you find it's pretty niche, where it's yours, you feel like it's yours, you discovered
Okay.
it, I think this has been an issue with, especially with artists, like be it art, be it music, be it creators. Like oh, I was following you since day one, right? And then you don't, and then you're gonna be saying, I don't wanna share this to other people. I don't want it to become mainstream because it's gonna be lame. But then you're just hindering
The growth,
the growth.
development of
Yeah.
this certain person.
So that's pretty much what gatekeeping is. Like, say
Oh,
somebody
okay.
finds us, and then
You
they,
change. You guys change. I
yes,
used to love your
yes,
first
yes,
few
yes,
episodes, but now you're doing this and that. Oh, okay,
yeah,
gatekeeping. So the gatekeeper is the one that's saying that. That oh, I used
yes.
to like.
You're
Oh,
not
okay,
letting everybody in.
yeah. Because you
Yes,
wanna. That works a lot for artists, like especially
yes,
like bands,
yes,
right?
yeah. Especially indie bands
Yeah,
before they
indie
get
bands.
signed.
And once they hit mainstream, like, oh, I
Yeah.
don't listen to you guys anymore because you guys change.
The thing though with artists like those, I always felt like the Philippines, like pop culture, is always behind from the Western. They just always adapt it, but they're always following delayed. Like say anything that pops here, it's gonna pop in the Philippines, but
Like
not at the same
after a few
time.
months.
After a few months, even a year, even I think what they haven't copied from the Western pop culture is the independence. Like
Okay.
say you find a creator in
All right.
the Philippines, they start popping, right?
Yeah.
And then they're gonna go the mainstream route where uh they're going to be like an actor or an actress, and then they lose like everything that made them unique because they're gonna go through the cookie cutter approach,
Yeah.
and then they just lose themselves, their authentic self. You know what I mean? They haven't they haven't copied that from the West yet. I guess there's some people who started copying it already, but most of the bigger
The
ones,
bigger stars.
yeah,
Because I think there's politics involved too, right?
like
Because like you have to make producers happy. You need to
yes.
make directors. But
But
yeah,
unlike if you're
you lose.
independent and then you just stay with your audience that you've built, right?
Or
You
maybe
don't
because like the audience, like if you're let's say, for example, if you're a Filipino star that came from, let's say,
internet.
from like an internet viral sensation,
Yes.
and then like once you become popular, you only comparing to the states, yeah, to Western,
Mm.
their audience is much more, it's broader, right? You have audience from all around the world. Comparing to Philippines, you only have this much people following you. If you stick to what you are, like you're only gonna be getting this audience. Let's say in the Philippines, if you became popular, if you became big just from online shorts or reels,
Mm.
let's say that's like 40% of the Filipino population. And then once you become big, like a star,
Yeah.
you get an additional 20%. So that's 60%.
You think about it that way.
Yeah.
With how
But
I
if you
was
compare that to the state, to the Western,
where you're talking about the
like
numbers,
financial, I'm talking about
like trying to expand the numbers,
yeah,
but it happens in the States too with other creators that went out of their way. So, like I was saying earlier, they were trying to do the mainstream approach where they lost their independence because the mainstream was trying to change them, right?
yeah,
Yes, you're gaining 20, but then you're losing your original
your original
40.
40.
And then you're talking about geographical numbers. Even if they just do content that's specifically for the Philippines, like they're losing their original niche. I get trying to grow yourself, but I'd say I'd commend it more if you're trying to grow originally and not copying
Copying
what didn't
yeah,
work for you in the first place anyways. You get what I mean? Like meaning mainstream.
yeah.
Because you got popular because you're unique. And then if you try to do the mainstream route, they're just gonna make you the next big actor A,
Yeah.
the next big actor B. So you lost
Your identity.
viral guy one. You lost that identity of yours. So
Well, don't you think too that sometimes a person wants to go viral so that he gets to have exposure and be brought to the mainstream, to the
I
spotlight, right?
I guess
Because
yeah,
once they're in the spotlight, I don't want to look back anymore. Because like, what's the chance of me going viral again?
that's
But
the
if I'm
thing.
like financially, I'll be safer. If I'm,
I guess there's you get faster that way, but you don't go long.
yeah,
If you're in it for the fame and not for the art, you won't be like lasting long. Like you're gonna be popular for this amount of time,
one hit
and then
wonder,
that's it. Yeah,
right?
yeah. So I guess it works that way because you're really in it for the fame, the clout,
Yeah,
for that 15 seconds of exposure, not really for the art.
yeah. Sometimes you don't know what's going on in their head, right?
Yeah.
Only thing I can speak for is what we're doing right now. Is I
Yeah.
don't think we're doing this for clout or
Yeah.
for
I
like
think
we want to monetize this. I'm hoping,
yeah, cuz
and
we
then just
cuz
to
like
gain audience.
if we just want clips, like we can do that. Like I can go down there right now and then like do this motion. That's gonna generate a lot of clips, but like what's the lasting effect of that, right? And I'm not even sure if we're like putting something putting out something new. I'm not sure if we're like giving out a different perspective, but I guess that
Yeah,
remains to be seen.
we'll have that's why I'm excited too once we upload the
There's
first
the
three
video.
episode, so
Yeah.
that we'll get comments from
Yeah.
the viewers, right?
To just so we can gauge if
Yeah, the
we're
listeners, so that we
yeah.
know what we need to change. Because right now we're episode like we have 5 episodes
It's
in,
the
like we're
fifth.
recording the fifth episode,
Yep.
but we don't have any feedback from anyone yet. So yeah,
Yeah.
like I think on the sixth episode we'll get some feedback. Because like I said earlier,
Yeah.
we're gonna be uploading
Soon.
next week or in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and like we don't really do talking for a living. We like talking with each other, but not for like
For other people to
everybody.
listen to,
Yeah.
right?
And like for people that's not into what we're doing, just feels like word salad to them.
Yeah.
But what I'm aiming for is like uh people who's doing chores.
Yeah,
Like
and just to add something there, because like if they don't like what we're talking about, I'm pretty sure they're just gonna stop and move on to the next podcast, right?
that's the thing though. Like
So
going back
do you ever listen to someone that you don't like?
before I would have, and like even clips discussing stuff about something that I didn't like, until there was this one movie where I was like the I was kind of the main character where um he's gonna be hating on popular stuff, and then he is dating somebody who's like way younger, and told him, if you hate this, why do you keep talking about it? You're just contributing to you're not avoiding this thing that you hate if you keep talking about it. It's like having a space in your head.
Yeah, living
And
rent
as
free in
yeah,
your head
and as I'm
with these
getting
thoughts.
older, I'm getting to exercise that more. Like if I don't want to talk about it, yeah, I'd still hate it. Like in here, I hate it. I don't like it. But I'm not gonna spend my time talking about it up until somebody talks to me about it, and then it
Yeah, and then
just
you're
goes going down, going out. So yeah, but yeah, as earlier I said, like having an opinion with something is pretty entertaining too. It's addicting,
Yeah.
like, especially if you have a different opinion,
I think I'm very opinionated.
which is which is
I
good
think
for
everyone, yeah.
conversation.
I think everyone does, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes it's for me when we're doing this podcast. Sometimes it's hard to express my opinions because like English is not my first language.
Yeah.
But I think I'm getting better at it. Hopefully, the
Yeah.
next few episodes, I'm trying to improve. But like I have so many opinions.
You're trying to voice out.
Yeah, voice out
That's the
opinions.
thing though, aren't you scared? Aren't you worried with your opinions?
Oh, like if like here in this podcast, like what other people will say, or in general, even if
In
I'm just
general.
well, usually when
Well,
I
personally, I know
yeah
you don't care about what people think, but now you've got something to take care of, like you've got something to like you have something to safeguard. Aren't you? Yeah, I don't see you like being less trigger happy with your comments. You're nicer with them now,
yeah I'm
maturing, but you're still, I'm not gonna say brash, but you're headstrong with some stuff.
yeah
You
I
you you
don't tend to
you stick to your guns,
yeah
which is good of you. That's one thing that I admire of you.
yeah I think
Like,
I don't tend to focus on what other people think of me, but like now I'm like I said, I'm
yeah,
more worried about the other stuff, like
yeah,
my wife,
yeah.
and plus for us too. But I guess like podcasting is a free form art, right?
It is, but still, if you've got opinions that conforms with one side against the other, I guess it's still kind of heading to treacherous territory, especially if it could affect your other ventures.
Yeah.
But as I've said before, you can only get canceled by people who subscribe to you. You're never gonna get canceled by people
Well,
who
it
never
doesn't.
subscribed
Yeah.
to you in the first place. And the price of admission is the same for fans and haters, anyways. They
Right.
pay the
That's
same
good,
price.
man. I like what you're saying right
So
now.
yeah,
Very poetic in
it's
my
not
ears.
it's not original though. Yeah,
Okay.
but it still rings true,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, up to now, like I've got some, not even opinions, but I wanna throw out some jokes, but it might get me in trouble.
Well, the good thing with this is we can edit it out, right? That's the.
But then if I really think that was good,
It's hard, right? It's hard to let
right?
it
I
go. It's
wanna
hard to
put it
trash it.
out.
Yeah.
And then I know I'm like being canceled for something. That's not something I'm worried immediately. Of course I'm gonna be worried about it. But I'm worried about um um like opinions on what I say. Even though I'd say it's criticism masked as hating, even though it's gonna be even though it's just plain bad opinion or just plain hating, it's gonna get to me. Even though I know in my head it shouldn't matter, it's
Yeah.
still gonna get to me,
Oh yeah. It's hard
right?
to ignore all these things,
Yeah.
especially like me. I don't like when people hate me, but I can live with it.
See, that's the thing. Like, it's gonna be here.
Yeah, it's still gonna be
So,
here. And then for example, if we get to the part that like Winnipeg is a small city, that you're walking around,
yeah,
and then people look at you, because we experienced this, like me and my
yeah.
wife, like us, like if we're walking around, let's
We
say
got
in the mall, and
recognized.
then you and people recognize you, like what do they really think of us,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So yeah, that's
Good thing I'm a hermit. I just
we
stay
have,
at home.
no, you should I don't think you're a hermit. Are you really a hermit?
Hermit-ish.
Yeah.
I
Not
don't really like if we ever get to that point. I doubt they'll be seeing me much outside. Anyways, so it's all good.
But yeah, it's that's exciting. Hopefully that happened, right?
We will
That
we will
will
keep pushing.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that we get feedbacks from our listeners and viewers,
Yeah, but
so
before
that will
that, we need to
yeah, we need
work
to upload
on
first. We
editing,
need to upload.
on uploading. Like, I I feel like our operation isn't ragtag, but like I don't know, we got lights. We
Yeah,
got
we got lights. We got nice mics.
yeah,
Got a
like
nice set here.
yeah,
We just have to work a lot better with
with hooking,
contents
with
and
hooking the
with hooking.
audience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Once we get everyone hooked, but I think it takes. I've been hearing from other podcasters like
yeah,
it takes. It doesn't matter if it takes 100 episodes, 200 episodes.
as long
You
as
just
you're
have to.
consistent.
You just have to be consistent. Keep on
Yeah,
putting out content, right? And
yeah.
I know, like I've been noticing that because I'm focused more on what I say this past few
Mm,
days when when I'm
yeah,
listening. I
like
focus I try to focus on what I say if I made a mistake there. But I think I should stop. I should stop doing that and just
you're
let it.
getting into it. Because
Yeah.
me, every time I get here, I just think I'm gonna be with my buddy. I'm gonna be talking with my buddy. I'm gonna be digging his brain about this stuff. And like you're still not used to it.
Yeah, it's still
You're
foreign
still,
territory to me.
yeah, you're
Like
still
just
thinking about, could this be a good show? Fuck you guys, not just kidding.
yeah.
If they find it's a good show, they'll stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last episode, you were having fun.
I haven't watched
Yeah,
it yet.
yeah. That's the most fun. That you,
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
loved watching you on that one.
So hopefully, well, we're gonna get better, especially me. I think I'm feeling that I'm getting better at this, and I'll look up to you. Like when I listen to our past few episodes, like
Yeah.
just your train of thought, like you know what you're gonna say. That's why I have this notebook here, but I didn't get the chance to use it
Yeah.
because, like, you know what? Like I wanna get to the part that I can, when you throw stuff at me, I know what I can, like how I can retaliate, or how I can
Yeah.
answer your question or just your statement, how I can
Yeah.
voice my opinion. But I didn't get the chance to write here.
Because we were conversing.
Yeah, we're
That's why.
conversing, which is hard too. But I
Yeah.
think we'll see. It takes.
Yeah, you're still getting your feet wet.
Yeah, I'll find ways how to improve myself.
It's gonna be fun
And
when like people go back and then like take this clip and then they said this before and now they grew into this. It's gonna be
yeah.
so fun.
And then
It's gonna be like
I'm also gonna be waiting for the time that we, let's say, after 100 episodes or something, and then we voiced out an opinion, and
we sound
and
the
then
hypocrites.
yeah, and then no, and then someone's gonna give us feedback.
Yeah. That's not what you
You
said
said
before.
something in episode something.
Yeah.
Like I think I would be happy because you remember.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna look back. Oh
Yeah.
shit, and then.
And then just debate the
Yeah.
the accusation after.
Well, I'm not gonna debate.
Or
'Cause, like,
discuss.
because we grow, right?
Yeah,
We develop.
discuss,
Like
yeah.
if we have this mindset right now at this moment, it can be different tomorrow.
Yeah.
If I say something
Especially
today,
if there's new
yeah, if there's
information
new
coming
information,
in.
if
Yeah.
there's, I'm pretty sure like even after 10 eps, even after 1 month, I would have a lot of different things to say about a certain topic,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah.
but I'm excited if something like that happens. So
Because
I can see
you
that.
have a solid fan
Wow,
base.
yeah,
Oh, they listen.
listen.
Yeah.
And I can say that. I'll say that again. That wow, like we changed. Of course, we changed. I'm gonna say that statement. Probably, I'm hoping a better statement from how I said it.
Like
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm
this
excited for the
guy
future.
is thinking about what our fan base would be called like at around episode 3. Like he's But we're gonna go back to this episode and then remember that we've been like looking for something to call you guys. So that's gonna be another fun tidbit.
I think I'm a sucker for fame. I think I like the fame. We'll see. How
Which
about,
is normal.
yeah, which is normal, right?
It comes with the Comes with the territory.
Right? That's why you're
So
doing this.
yeah. I mean, if we get there, we get there.
I hope
But
so. I'm
yeah,
manifesting.
yeah, manifesting.
Manifesting positivity here.
Yeah, manifesting.
But
Money.
money manifesting.
Yeah,
On that note, I think
yeah.
that's it. Is there anything else that we need to talk about for this episode or
Yeah, probably.
yeah, I know we talked about
Like fucking watching some of the episodes, and then I just try to like talk in my normal conversation voice, and then it's gonna be like high pitch. Yeah, like do I really talk like that? Anyways, I'm not
were
gonna
you
change.
watching the video at the same time?
Sometimes,
Oh,
sometimes.
okay.
But most of the time, I'm gonna be like doing chores,
Yeah,
like
doing
listening.
chores
How
and
I really listen to other podcasts.
oh, okay.
And, yeah.
So
And
yeah,
then
I stopped watching the video. I don't wanna
yeah,
focus on my looks
yeah.
anymore.
And then I sometimes end up contradicting myself. Like, what the fuck are you saying? like, like I just told this a minute ago, and then later on, I'm gonna change my opinion. Like stuff like that.
I'm still fixated on episode 1
Yeah.
because like our conversation there is I feel bad for you because you're in a good direction and then me I'm gonna
So
cut you off and like
no, I've done that.
yeah, but it's all done
I've
anyways.
done that to you a bunch
Yeah.
of times. So I'm
But
I'm more guilty of that. So baby steps.
baby steps. So I know we talked about some serious stuff at the first
Yeah.
bit of our episode and I just wanna stop and give a moment of silence
Yes.
for all the war veterans, their family that sacrificed their lives for this beautiful country that we live in, which is
Yes.
Canada. And I hope that once you listen to this episode, Remembrance Day for sure
Yes.
is gone and over. But yeah, just take time and say hi to if you see a veteran or
Check on a
just an
vet.
older
Yeah.
adult and see how they are, right? Just check on them,
Yes.
wellness check, because they
Yeah.
would love to talk to you. And yeah, like I know it's like for the traditions here, it's different. Don't feel bad to try to assimilate.
They'd
Don't
love
feel
it.
bad that you're just jumping the bandwagon.
Yeah. They'd love it.
Yeah, they would love it,
Lest we forget.
lest we forget. So on that note, I'll let Edmund like, say the closing remarks for this
Don't say
For this-
closing remarks, bro.
Okay,
Feel
it's not-
like a ceremony. We'll just land the plane.
All right. Yeah, sorry.
So-
No, because I'm so used to
Yeah.
doing formal talks, like
Yeah.
talking to yeah.
Closing remarks. You want a closing prayer? Okay. So
Okay, let's
we're-
get back to the fun and
Yeah. Let's we don't have OCP on the ones and twos right now. If you can see, like we have this
yeah.
laptop here. If you feel like our production shitty today, OCP's not here.
Blame him.
Yeah. Anyways, so again, another week, another episode. Again, this is Edmund,
And you got me, 2X.
and that's it for this week's episode. This is the Twice the D podcast. Thank you for listening.
Like, subscribe, and share to everyone you know.
The whole 9 yards.
Yes. What episode was that? Episode 3? 4? Was that 4? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. All right. So, bye.